What is going on, you guys? Nesmokip here, back again for another video, and today we have a tagging video, something ordinarily that I wouldn't want to be involved in, but this one actually looked really interesting, so much so that I asked to be tagged in it. I was watching ArchAngel Manga's tagging video, and this is the manga tagging video, by the way, which basically you talk about various manga that you own and stuff like that. There's 15 questions, so I'm going to go through those now. And yeah, it looked really interesting, and I said, hey, this looks really interesting. He said, alright, I tag you as well, and I was like, okie doke then. So yeah, now here we are, and there's 15 questions to answer, so we are going to go through those now. The first question is, what was your first manga? Now, my first manga ever would be Death Note Black Edition Volume 1. I picked this up about 4 years ago, also along with, actually, One Piece Volume 1, but this isn't the exact copy of One Piece Volume 1 I got, because I lost that, and then I bought the box set at Christmas, and this is what came in it. But this is the exact copy of Death Note Black Edition 1 that I bought about 4 years ago, and I still had it, and it's kind of beat up and disgusting, but oh well. Yeah, so Death Note, it's a pretty good series, I do like it, I've seen better stuff now, but I still love Death Note. The next question is, what was your most expensive manga? Now, I had to think about this one, because I thought I must have bought something down the line that was like really out of print and expensive, but then I realised when it comes to manga, I don't generally buy stuff that's out of print. Obviously, I bought my Dragon boxes for anime, which cost me loads, so if this was anime, then yeah, that would be that. But, in terms of the most money I've ever spent in the manga, it's not very much, and I believe I worked it out to be the Azumanga Daioh Omnibus, which I bought while I was walking around in the shopping centre, and it was like 17 quid, and yeah, it would have been cheaper on Amazon, but, you know, I bought it on a whim, and I don't regret it, because it was really good, and worth the 17 quid, so there you go. The next question is, what was your least expensive manga? Now, my least expensive manga is, thanks to my good friend BDT87, is these 2 volumes of Samurai Champloo. So my good friend BDT87, as I just said, was browsing around on this anime manga marketplace forum, and there was someone selling both of these for about 4 quid or something, so that averages out to like 2 quid a volume. And for a complete series, and for, you know, Samurai Champloo, which I really like, I was like, yeah, okay, I don't want to pass that one up, and I got them, so that's pretty cool. What is the most boring manga you own? Now, this is kind of a hard one for me to answer, because I don't really, you know, want to say any of my manga's boring, but if there had to be one that I thought was the least interesting, it would probably be Blue Spring. Now, I'm sure if I read deeper into this, it would become a lot more interesting, but, you know, just sort of casually reading it, there wasn't a whole lot that jumps out at me there. So, next question is, what is your favourite manga series? Well, obviously, you all know, it's Dragon Ball. But I want to give some honourable mentions here, and those would be Hunter x Hunter and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which I both, you know, love both of these as well. These are probably my top 3 right here. This is some goodness, these 3. What is the most relatable manga you own? Now, ironically enough, despite the fact I also said this was quite boring, Blue Spring is also probably the most relatable manga I own, mainly because it follows a group of high school students who are coming to the end of high school, and they don't really know what's going to happen after that, and they're just sort of like dicking about, so yeah. What is one manga you own that is based off of an anime, and not the other way around? Well, obviously you guys already saw the Samurai Champloo volumes. Samurai Champloo was an anime first, a very good anime at that. Don't know about these mangas yet, because I'm still halfway through reading the first one. But I also have something else that fits the bill, and that is Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin. Obviously the original Mobile Suit Gundam is an anime from 1979 or something, and this came out in the late 90s or early 2000s, I forget. But, yeah, so there you go. So the next question is, what is your rarest manga? Now, again, because I don't really buy out print titles, I don't really own any manga that's terribly rare. So I had to think about this, and I thought, I do have a volume that is probably going to become rare, sadly. And that would be The Mysterious Underground Men by Osamu Tezuka. Now, this was actually published recently, and it was under this sort of 10-cent manga imprint. Now, only 2 titles have been released under this imprint, and it's been scrapped already due to bad sales. And these aren't going to get printed anymore from what I've heard. So, sadly, this is going to go out of print soon. So yeah, I'm guessing this is going to be rare in the future, but normally I guess I don't really have anything that rare, except maybe the Samurai Champloo volumes, because they're Tokyo Pop, so I guess they're out of print. So, yeah, these. What is one of your reprinted manga? So, a manga that was printed in the past by a different company, but then was reprinted by a different company. Obviously, the first would be Yotsuba, which was first done by Tokyo Pop, but now this is the Yen Press edition, which is close to the Japanese cover and stuff like that, so yeah, really nice. And the other one, actually, which I'm not sure if many people know, is Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin as well, because this was actually published by Viz way back. You know, the first couple of volumes were published, and then Vertical obviously picked it up, I think, last year, and published their version, which is a hell of a lot better. So, there you go. What is the most popular manga series you own? Well, obviously it's One Piece, the most popular manga ever, so, simple question. What is the most damaged manga you own? And I think that goes to Yu-Gi-Oh! R Volume 2. Obviously it's quite yellowed here, the corners are quite bent. And it's overall a pretty bad knack. Yeah, look, there's a dent on the front of it as well. 2 dents even. So, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can... Yeah, hold on, you can sort of see it there. There you go. So yeah, I mean, I bought this used off Amazon. I was like, alright, I'm going to buy all of Yu-Gi-Oh! R in one go. So I bought Volume 2 used so I could afford it for under 20 quid. And then this came from America. It took like 3 weeks to get here and then looked like this when it showed up. And I was like, great. But the series isn't that great anyway, so I don't really care that much. The next question is, which manga has the most amazing art? Now, this is a really hard one for me. There is lots of stuff I could say. There is stuff that I don't own that I would say. For example, I'd say Berserk is a really good one, and One Punch Man, which sadly hasn't been published physically yet, so I can't own it. But in terms of stuff that I actually own, I would have to say it'd be Dragon Ball. In full color, yes. I mean, if I didn't own Dragon Ball in full color, it would put this question would probably go to something else, maybe JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, probably, if I didn't have Dragon Ball in full color. But when you look at this art, just in full color, just like, man, that's amazing. Classic Toriyama style art in full color. Amazing. What is the oldest published manga that you own? Now, there are 2 ways we can look at this. We can say which one was published, like, earliest in Japan, and that will be Osamu Tezuka's Mysterious Underground Men Game, which was published in 1948. But I actually decided to look at what is the one that was earliest published in English that I own. So, like, if you flick to the front of it, it says first published in English in 2005 or whatever. And I believe, in fact, I know that it's Blue Spring again, which was published in, if I look at the front here, November 2004. So this is nearly a 10-year-old manga volume, this exact printing. I have stuff that comes close. For example, some of my volumes of Hunter x Hunter were published in 2005. I have this Yu-Gi-Oh! Volume 2 here from Galanx Media, who actually published a couple of manga exclusively for the UK for a while. This was published in 2005 as well, so, you know, there's that. So yeah, I have a few stuff that comes close, but I believe Blue Spring is the oldest one I own, if we're looking at publishing date like that. If not, then obviously it's Mysterious Underground Men, but there you go. The newest published manga I own, I believe, is Bloody Brat, which is the Blood Lad spin-off manga. This was published, I think, like last month or something. Let me check. Yeah, March 2014, so yeah, this was published last month. I'm pretty sure that's the newest manga I have, and it's also the most recent manga I purchased, or was purchased actually. I got this for my birthday a little bit late. Oh wait, I've just spoiled a Mudkip Mondays pickup. Oh well, I'll talk about it later, maybe I will have read it by then. But yeah, that is all the questions, so now I need to tag someone, and I pick BDT87 because he has manga, which he doesn't read very often. I went there. Anyway, yeah, there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you want to reply with your own videos, you know, you can as well. I don't have to formally tag you, I suppose. And there you go. So I'll see you all next time.